All right, everyone. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Today, we are going to be doing something a little bit different. I am going to do the first tier, probably not the first tier list of Yu-Gi-Oh ever done, but I am going to be doing this through different sections. Of course, I am going to go over the core Yu-Gi-Oh sets and my ranking on each one, whether they are A, S, B, D, C, F tier. F being the worst, A tier or S tier being the best. Um, all right, let's see what we got here. We got The Legend of the Blue Eyes White Dragon. That one, it's not going to be F tier. That is going to be the start of the game, so that automatically gets an S tier slot. Because it is what it is. It started the whole game. It's automatically gets S tier. That's I don't need to explain that any further. All right, give me 1 second here. All right, so the next one is Metal Raiders. Metal Raiders is a good set. Um, if I know exactly if I remember what it looks like. God, I hate the fact that these are so small. Okay, there we go. That's probably a lot worse than what it should be. Um, Magic Ruler. What is that? Where is it? Metal Raiders, where are you? It's Generation Force. Okay, where are you? Can't read half of these. There you are, right there. Metal Raiders. It's not my favorite set, but it does have a bunch of really good cards in there. So I'm gonna give it a B tier, at least starting off. Um, and then Metal Raiders or Magic Ruler. Again, that one's A tier. It's probably a really good set. Let's see. There's that one, S tier, blah blah blah, A tier, Magic Ruler. Um, let me see. And Pharaoh's Servant, which kind of I think begins archetypes. All right, where are you? Primal Origin, Shadow Specters, Clash of Rebellions. There it is. Hate that I can't fucking see these. All right, Pharaoh's Servant. It's pretty high up here. It's gonna get a B. It's a B tier. Um, I'm gonna do this all the way up to GX, and if you guys like me doing these, I'm gonna add more as well. So Legacy of Darkness, or no, Labyrinth of Nightmare is after that. It's a fun set, I will say. Another one of those fun sets. If you've ever played the game, if you've opened these, You'll know what I'm talking about. It's not F tier, of course, obviously. It's not S tier, but it is A tier. Actually, yeah, it's got some really good cards in there. Some really good tech choices. Man, old school Yu-Gi-Oh really was insanely good. Um, Labyrinth of Nightmare. I think that's this one right here. No. Legacy of Darkness. Labyrinth of Nightmare. Light of Destruction. Hmm. Where the hell is it? Phantom Darkness? That's Labyrinth of Nightmare I need. What the fuck? Oh, I already did that. I'm just dumb, apparently. Okay, I'm dumb. We already did Labyrinth of Nightmare. I'm sorry. Legacy of Darkness. Where are you? You're down here somewhere. I did not make this, so that's why it's a little weird. Where are you? There you are. Legacy of Darkness. I'm gonna give it a B tier as well. A lot of these are definitely gonna be B tier or higher. Um, Pharaonic Guardian enters actual archetypes. I think Pharaonic Guardian enters the Gravekeeper archetype into the game, thus creating the first ever archetypes, which I'm not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it is a really good set, so I'm going to give it an S tier. Magician's Force, not my favorite set. So I'm going to give it a C tier. Just, it's not my favorite, but it is on the top tier. Um, Dark Crisis had some really good cards. Vampire Lord is in there. Guardians, ED Warrior Lady. I guess I could put Dark Crisis on the higher tier. I think I could put it at A tier. Yeah, I guess I could put it definitely at A tier. And then we'll go with Invasion of Chaos, where all the chaos stuff came out, thus creating the infinite levels of dark and light monsters and just screwed up the rest of the archetype. They're all of the types in the game. So just by that alone, it is A tier. Invasion of Chaos definitely A tier. Um, Dawn of Destiny. Let me see if I can find you. If I remember correctly. You're not an actual set. Yeah, you're not an actual set. However, yeah, Dawn of Destiny is a promo. Ancient Sanctuary. Again, right here. Um, Ancient Sanctuary's not my favorite set, so I'm gonna put it at C. It's got some good stuff in there, but again, not my favorite set. Soul of the Duelist. Man, that is old school right there. To be fair, all of these are pretty old school. So, right here. Soul of the Duelist. If I remember what's in there. Uh, Armed Dragons, Element Soldiers. Yeah, it's a really shitty set. So Soul of the Duelist is pretty bad. Not a lot of good stuff in here. Well, it's not the worst set, but it is in the worst. So I'm gonna put it as a D tier just for that list. It's an OG set, but it's got all the OG stuff. Um, Rise of Destiny. What's in here? I forgot. Harpy Ladies came out of here. Moki Moki Smackdown. Uh, None of Dark Magician Girl came out in here, so Rise of Destiny, not a good set. Just being honest here, if I'm gonna give my all on this one, where are you? You're down here somewhere. See, I don't even remember what it looks like. There you are. Yeah, that one's pretty meaningless. And it's not a bad set, but it is meaningless, so it's utterly meaningless. It goes. Yeah, I would say that one's the most meaningless out of all of them. Out of all the original sets, that's probably the most meaningless. Uh, Flaming Eternity. This is the last one for now. This video. If I remember correctly, it's got some pretty good stuff in here. Maybe all the hex sealed stuff. Yeah, it's a our Phoenix. Does it have it? No, it has Deck Devastation Virus. One card, one good card doesn't really justify it being okay. Flaming Eternity, a horrible set, and you're also D tier. So that's it for the Duel Monsters era set. Do you guys agree with this? Let me know if anything needs changed. It may actually end up being another thing later. But I will let you guys know in the next video. Peace out, y'all.